Right as that happens, a giant RV pulls up in the street outside.
So, but like, paint a picture here. What kind of RV are we talking about? Are we talking about like kind of 80s, 90s or modern?
90s, 80s, 90s. Big as fuck. Big as fuck. Retirement person RV.
Okay.
And it is completely wrapped with old-timey American flag sort of like decorations and stuff like that. And it is blasting AI-generated music that have lyrics revolving around the presidential campaign of RFK Jr. And it says on the side of it, Kennedy is the remedy. I think it says on the side of it.
Yeah.
It says on the side of it, Kennedy is the remedy.
Which I do think is like
It's pretty
very
fucking
catchy.
good. Yeah. RFK Jr.,
But we haven't heard that one yet.
24. And so we flip the fuck out and run up to the door of this thing. Like just in the middle of the street.
Let me in.
Full traffic.
Yeah.
And it's like a stop at the light. We were banging on the door. Let us in. Let us in. And they like kind of, and these guys poke their heads out and they're like, what? Okay. And they pull over across the street and they let us in. And Liz, these guys are incredible.
So who were these people?
All right. Well, I'll save the best for last. But there is a fellow named Damien who is head to toe white, but with
No, his white outfit.
yeah, but skin too. But I meant outfit when I said that. But yeah, he was also
Can you imagine explain?
oh yeah, what race is it? He was head to toe white. What's that stuff? Villanego or whatever? Vitiligo? Vitiligo?
Yeah.
He didn't have that, unless his whole body was that. But I didn't check because he could have been. Well, who knows? But no, he looked
Body
white.
check.
Body check. Body check. Show me your shit. Make sure that you are actually white. You don't just have vitiligo. But he.
Show me your shit.
Show me your shit, dude. Show me your whole shit. Pecs to penis, and then fucking nuts to knees. And then back of the knee to the ankle. What? Nothing above? I can see that. I can already see that. Nips to nose? And then yeah, nips to nose. Yeah. Also, let me check these moles for cancer with my tongue. But no, he was good. I mean, he was good. It would be good no matter what race he was. But he was white. But it also doesn't. That's not what I was saying. He was dressed in all white. And he's wearing all white, and it's like Jackson Pollock style paint splatter all over it, and it's all Kennedy shit. And they actually look kind of cool, although not cool in the traditional sense. But they looked interesting in a different way.
They looked eccentric,
which is sometimes a synonym for interesting. Yeah. They did look eccentric. They were eccentric. Damien was there. He had met the other fellow there named Holden, who was a young man. They had met at a crypto conference several years before and reconnected over the Kennedy campaign.
Oh, my God.
And there was a woman there who was kind of covering it. And there was the driver of the RV who was with the Kennedy campaign.
In an official capacity?
Well, I don't know, actually. I didn't understand that, and I don't want to say anything that would get them in trouble with any kind of agencies.
Okay,
but I don't think so. Yeah. I think he just loved Kennedy, and
I love Kennedy.
I love Kennedy. But you just like the way he looks, right? Like you just like the Hugo Boss uniform, and no, I love Kennedy. He was actually related. By dint of being the half brother of Justin. What sentence is that? He was Justin Trudeau's half brother.
He was Justin Trudeau's half brother.
He was Justin Trudeau's half brother from the mother side. But yeah, he's Justin Trudeau's half brother.
So Justin Trudeau's half brother was driving an RV decked out in RFK, like everything.
Yes, all RFK everything.
With a bunch of dudes in white painters outfits that are fully paint splattered.
No, just Kyle Kemper, I believe his name was, the driver, and Damien were wearing the all white paint splattered outfits.
Did they explain like why?
I think they were just goofy like guys. They very much felt like how I don't know, like a 2008 style guy. Like what was that band where the fucking dude played in the beach ball? Or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? He's like
Flaming Lips.
He's like, I've never heard the Flaming Lips. I've never seen the Flaming Lips.
You've heard the Flaming
Lips. What song?
Yoshimi battles the pink robots. She don't use jelly.
No, never heard that in my life.
Well,
I didn't listen to the radio ever, but not in a cool way. I would just listen to Pentangle. But these guys were like Flaming Lips type guys, and then there was the Holden was like more professional looking, and then the lady just looked normal. She was just dressed normal.
Okay.
And so, but so they had in their mission for the evening was they had printed up 10,000 copies of a Kennedy campaign newspaper, which was actually very well designed, with the headline "Kennedy is weird," kind of an eye-catching headline.
Yeah.
Although it was AI assisted, many of the articles I was told, and they were basically on a paper route, throwing these newspapers out of the RV at interested citizens walking by who were entranced by the AI generated RFK Jr. centric reggae songs that were blaring from loudspeakers attached to the RV. I had a wonderful evening.
How long did you do this?
3 hours. and I had a blast. They were so nice. They were, and one of the guys explained to me his political philosophy. I said, brother, I could not tell you something that's more different than what I believe.
What is it?
He was like just a libertarian. He was like a Ron Paul guy, but he didn't seem evil. He was like, he wasn't like, he was just like, it was like hippie libertarianism.
Yeah.
So he was like, I just want everyone to be happy. And like, it was like a little more communal than I think the general like Ayn Randian libertarianism. I don't really know all the differences between the different schools of thought, but it was like a guy being like, I just love everybody and I want everyone to have freedom or whatever.
Ugh, can everyone stop talking about fucking freedom?
Well, when I'm in charge,
you know what politics is now? It's just battling over who's more freedom.
And I gotta tell you, that is genuinely what makes what I believe in very different from what these people believe in. Because I'm telling you, there's not. There's actually going to be a significant reduction in certain kinds of freedoms.
But it's like literally just like Democrats being like, no, we're about freedom. And then Republicans are like, what are you talking about? We're about freedom. And then this guy being like, I'm all about freedom, which is why I like Kennedy. And it's like, can everyone just shut the fuck up about freedom?
I'll tell you this. Those prison abolitionists are going to be out of business when I'm in charge because we are building a lot more of them. And we're stealing those fucking borders from within. You can't get out.
So what was their plan for coming here?
So they were like, their whole thing was like, Kennedy almost takes this like centrist, I don't want to say, but like, he's like kind of like, I'm like middle ground and just about like freedom and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so like, they're like, we can appeal to Democrats too, even though I'm like, guys, they're not going to like you. And so they were just like wanted to kind of boost Kennedy. And so they were throwing these newspapers out and having fun and playing and being goofy. They were dancing on top of it. And I got to tell you, I had a blast hanging out with these guys. All the hatred that we feel right now.
You didn't feel it there.
I didn't feel it there. I felt nothing but love.
Yeah.
I felt nothing but love. You could not get me to vote for RFK Jr. I would do it if you were going to shoot me, honestly. I mean, I don't want to bullshit here. If you told me you were going to kill me if I wouldn't vote for RFK Jr., I would easily vote for RFK
that's
Jr.
An easy
really, anybody. I would vote for anybody.
Yeah,
if
that's
you were
easy.
Because that's not what you want to die over.
Especially Hitler.
Exactly. Well, no, I wouldn't do that, actually. I'd be that one guy who wasn't Zeke Highland. You know why that guy wasn't Zeke Highland, right? He's scratching his nuts.
Yeah.
But because his balls were so sweaty from seeing Hitler, because he loved him so much.
Please?
So I had a blast hanging out with these guys. We drove all around Chicago. We're playing the RFK Jr. reggae. We're partying there. The place is frankly, fellas, if you're hearing this, your RV is a mess. It's dirty as fuck.
I saw photos of it, and it is not. It's like, it's not just like messy. It's like there's dirt. It's dirty, but I have to say that feels on brand for a bunch of RFK supporters.
Don't listen to her, dudes. You guys are all good. Keep rocking with it. It was hippie. It was very like, I felt like I was.
Like, you can be a hippie and still clean up after yourself.
I don't think you can. I know.
Well, that's a big problem with the hippie movement, but you can say that stops with me.
You can say it stops with me.